So I recently came across a video which talked about how to get rid of procrastination through something called the 5 minute rule. And I find it quite interesting, so today I'll go more into it. And so firstly, we procrastinate because our brain tells us to stay away from things that we find uncomfortable, and we've evolved this way through thousands of years, so we can't really just stop it. And so for example, if you touch something hot, your hand will instinctively pull it away, and if you hear a loud noise, you'll just cover your ears. And this is similar to like doing tasks that you don't like, where you want to stay away from it, so your brain will just give you anything to do instead of that. And psychologists have called it have said that procrastination is the conflict between the emotional and the rational side of your brain. And so the emotional side would probably want you to seek comfort, and so that could be through maybe listening to music or watching videos or just playing games. And the other side would be to actually do the task at hand. And so there's conflict between the two sides, but your brain wants you to stay away from doing the thing uncomfortable, which is the side that the rational part follows. And so you just end up trying to do just doing something else. And so I remember when I had to apply for a youth orchestra, and I didn't really want to practice because I knew I did have to, but I always thought I had quite a lot of time, and I just ended up doing other things instead. Like maybe I played a bit of games, I did my work instead. I just tried to occupy myself with something else to make myself believe I was doing something, but I was actually just trying to stay away from practicing. And I only really realized that I needed to practice about 3 days before the actual examination. And so to break that habit, what you can do is firstly you can break down the big task. And so for me, it was practicing for a music entry. And so you could break it down into small chunks, like only practice for an hour a day or 30 minutes a day even. And that just helps you, instead of thinking of it as practicing for a big examination, it's just practicing for maybe a few minutes. And then but there's even way bigger things that are more helpful to break down. So for example, maybe writing a book, it might take even years to do, and it's a big task, and it's just so big to comprehend that a lot of people just try to stay away from it. But yeah, like I said, breaking it into small parts is really helpful. And even if that doesn't really help, you can also follow the 5 minute rule, which is basically where you just tell your brain that you're going to do it for 5 minutes, and after that you just stop. And what often happens is you often carry on even after the 5 minutes, and that's because it basically tricks your brain into pushing through the hard stage of procrastination, and then you're able to push through it, and eventually it gets easier. And like I said, the hardest part is just the procrastination stage at the beginning, where it tries to keep you away from doing the task. It's a bit like the analogy of a rocket, where when it first takes off, that's the hardest part, where many mistakes can occur. And after that, where it starts to get the momentum and it starts to lift off, it gets easier. And so eventually we just end up carrying on with the task, because it's easier to just carry on than to just do something else and eventually just have to do it again. I hope you found something useful during this. Thank you for listening.